Immorality is a temptation that we all face, to some a lesser degree than others, but we all face the temptation of immorality. And so in Proverbs 7, verses 24 through 27, Solomon gives us 3 commands that are going to help us avoid immorality. Now, he's just told us the story of a very simple young man who was overtaken by temptation and was chased by an adulterous woman and gave in to temptation and wasn't aware of where he was until it was too late. The trap was already sprung on him. And so Solomon says, listen, I want you to listen to me and I want you to pay attention. Well, God is saying to you and me through his word, through scripture, I want you to listen to me as God your Father, and I want you to pay attention to me. So what God is saying to us is he wants us to spend time in the Word with him every day. And not just reading. I want to point out, Scripture never commands us to read our Bibles. We always hear, read your Bible. No. How about spend some time with God and get a word from God? That's what the passage is telling us. In verse 24, when he says, listen to what I say, pay attention to what I say, listen to me. It's God talking to you and me saying, you've got to spend some time with me so I can guide you in the right ways and put you on the right path and make sure that when temptation does come, it's not a bother to you. It's like brushing lint off of your sleeve. And so I want to give you a couple things that will help you in meeting with God every day and fulfilling what the command of this verse. So the first thing is, spend some time in the Bible in the morning. If you start your day off right, start your day off with the Bible, and you say, I don't have a lot of time. Doesn't take a lot of time. I'm saying spend some time in the Bible, concentrate on on the passage of scripture that you're reading, and spend some time with it and say, okay, God, what do you have for me today? What are you trying to tell me? How are you trying to change my life today? Concentrate on just a short verse of scripture, short little passage of scripture, so that you can spend time and get a word from God in the morning. Second, make it a priority. I recommend and I follow. If I haven't spent time in the Word, I don't eat. Now, for me, it's a little different. My vow to God was if I hadn't read a chapter, I wouldn't eat. I wish I hadn't vowed that. So what I'm guiding you, what I'm advising you is just a short passage, 2 or 3 verses, 4 or 5 verses. And just say, Lord, I want to meet with you right now. And I want to hear what you have for me. And again, we're talking about avoiding the temptation of immorality. It is ever present. It is with us always. It is always going to be there. If we're going to keep from ruining our lives with immorality, we've got to find a way to meet God in Scripture every day. Feel free, leave me your comments, leave me your suggestions at the bottom. And if you want to read the whole devotional, go to www.practicaldevotional.com, and we'll see you tomorrow.